all the Mothers Marys on the front lawns in Boston. Very Catholic place, Boston. I grew up Catholic, Irish Catholic, in an Irish Catholic family. Good morning. Just welcome to a morning stream. Not necessarily a gratitude list stream, but hell, I am grateful for my family, my friends, my Catholic family, my friends, my faith, my freedom, my health, my union job, a good night's sleep, a solid breakfast, the peace that comes from being a single man my age, my sobriety in whatever form that shapes today, highs and lows, its peaks and valleys, its wins and losses. I'm on this road. And I'm most grateful for the U.S. military, all active service members, all the veterans, and especially those who paid the ultimate price and sacrifice for this great land, this great nation, this great idea, our culture, our borders, our country. We're still the best in the world. That's why people, by hook or by crook, try to get here. So, going into my YouTube desktop studio, I found out I indeed had a warning. So I volunteered to take a sensitivity training, a click and point kind of thing, 7 questions. And by doing that, I get my warning removed in 3 months. This is a warning for hate speech. Now, how did I get a warning for hate speech? You must be wondering, you, Sully? I know. A lot of these things are done by AI. They're algorithmic. There's very little. Just imagine if a human had to review every single piece of data, every minute of video that goes by. It wouldn't happen. So, of course, I appealed it, and within probably 45 minutes, I got my appeal rejected. So, again, it asked me to review the infraction, the inciting incident of this hate speech was at minute 3:16 seconds into this video about street smarts for the single souls, black-pilled. And I still don't see what the hate crime was, the hate speech was. I'm not even about that. I'm an ordained minister, and I talk about a lot of different things. I talk about understanding and forgiveness and forward going and gratitude. And if that's hate speech, then I'm guilty of it. If a man is guilty for what goes on in his mind, then give me the electric chair for all my future crimes. Prince said that in the Batman soundtrack from Bat Dance. Bat Dance. I'm still getting over being sick. You can hear it all over my voice, huh? That's all right. That's all right, mama. That's all right with you. That's all right, mama. Tell me what, boop-a-doo. That's all right. That's all right now, mama. So pardon the sound of my squeaky voice. I'm feeling better than yesterday. Less lung butter to move this morning, that's a good sign. Let's try to stay positive on this channel. So it's like, do I continue to make content for the next 3 months? Well, yeah. I mean, these things are so precarious. But if I get another warning, 2 warnings equal a strike. And then if I get a strike, that means I won't be able to upload videos for a week. And I think it's kind of like baseball theory, 3 strikes and you're out. Uh-oh. Rails within the rails. I mean, they're going to be replacing some rails. What interruptions? That's a good thing to check out the subwaysystems.com website to see what kind of service interruptions await us in our future. I'm blessed and grateful for one of my coworkers. The guy I literally work next to on my bench space. I'm a professional chef. So we call our prep table, that's our quote-unquote bench. So that's our bench space. So the guy I share a bench space with lives 2 towns over from me in Weymouth. And I'm blessed and grateful that on days that there are service interruptions, he'll pick me up. He takes the same subway in with me. He gets on at a different station. He'll park his car there because it's cheaper that way. It's better for him to not negotiate Boston traffic in the afternoon, and it's a nightmare. Sometimes he'll drive in, and I'll come home with him because at 3 p.m. the fast lane opens up. It's a zipper lane, HOV, whichever the hell that means. I thought that was P Diddy. Jeez, H to the OV, and if you're carpooling, you can use the zipper lane, and it's a lot quicker. So I'll help him out, and he helps me out. That's mutually beneficial. But with that said, I did get a warning on my YouTube for hate speech. But it's neither fair nor unfair. That's what you get for having AI judge humans without context. And that's the future. Like, as a sci-fi fan, I see, like, wow, like AI judges. I see, like, you ever see Lex? Lex is this amazing 4-season-long sci-fi show done in the late 90s, early aughts. It was a Canadian-German production. So it was like very innovative with the new art of CGI, computer-generated imagery in sci-fi. It was very adult, very naughty, very graphic, very gruesome, grotesque, great sci-fi, really good stuff. And the opening episode, it shows these, it's just, humans are just, part of the machinery. And you see all these people, bound and strapped to these, to these uprights, with their arms and legs bound, and their necks bound. And each one of them face a TV screen and on a conveyor belt when it's their turn. And there's a computer-generated judge that judges you guilty or innocent for your crime. And if you're guilty, then you go and have your organs harvested, because that's the most valuable thing about a human, which is pretty prescient about sci-fi, and then the rest of your, matter is turned into food for the giant ship called Lex, which is the most powerful weapon in all the two universes. And there's the universe of light and the universe of dark, blah, blah, blah. But this is a warning to you all. Your context doesn't matter. Your intent doesn't matter. What does an AI understand of intent? What is the AI? You take something out of context. I mean, and I even checked of course I looked at it and I was like, there's nothing here that's hateful. I wasn't, and even by their own criteria, like, hate speech is directed at a marginalized community when it's victimizing someone, when it's pointing someone out. I mean, so I'm not going to get lost in the minutia of it. And it's always changing too. And when it changes, it also hits it retroactively too. So, I mean, it's like I said, I've said this a couple of times before, you could have your channel taken away from you on fiat, but for any reason. Even it could be a false flagging. It could be someone out there saying, just like, I got into a Twitter scrap on Sunday with someone who was making fun of my chili video. I made a chili on Sunday. And, we went at it, on Twitter a little bit. You know what I mean? It was more, it wasn't very bad. I told him, hey, I'm your wife's boyfriend. You know what I mean? So I'm sorry, I can't talk to you. I got to go after your wife. It's just a joke, but it's like, that's the whole, cucked joke. It's all the rave these days. But is that hate speech? No, I was doing that in jest. That was supposed to be funny. Fun. So buttons. So have a great day. This is your warning. I could have this station taken away tomorrow. Out of my control. It doesn't matter how many hours of joy and effort I put into this. All that matters is, this nebulous idea of a safe space. And and it's an unfair comparison to be like, oh, there are plenty more stations out there worse than me. I'm one of the good guys. Well, I thought I was. I don't even think I'm a good guy anymore. I just think I'm a guy. Oh well. But please like and subscribe. Smash that like. You want to help this channel out? You might want to think about smashing that like button. You want to teach the algorithm a thing or two about good content? You could hit that share button and try to get someone else to watch this. You wanna prove the algorithm wrong, that any of this is hateful, then if you're new to the channel, then please think about subscribing. And that's it. That's all I got this morning. Yeah, so I was giving a legit warning, and I have to be on good behavior until the end of December. I had 3 months probation. And if I get another warning, that's a strike. If I get 2 strikes, I'm out? Or is it 3 strikes? I don't know. I don't want to even go there. But just, if I ever lose this channel, hopefully all you out there can get my back when we charge YouTube and with be like, hey, what's up with this? Because they'll just send you an email saying, I know this isn't the answer you were looking for, but these are, blah, blah, blah. And they're not sent by a human. They're not. Welcome to the future. Welcome to your sci-fi reality. Your sci-ri? It's not sci-fi anymore. It's sci-ri. Good morning. How are ya? That's my friend from the bus. 81 years old. She still goes to work every day. God bless her. And she's like, you don't take the bus anymore? And I'm like, I'm walking to the station. It's about a 15-minute walk, so that's about 3/4 of a mile. And for every mile you walk, it's about 100 calories burned. And I'm in a state of caloric deficit, so I can officially fit into smaller pants. That's a big victory for me. I just doubled my wardrobe, especially my work clothes. I was, so my weigh-in this week was, I'm down to 205.6. I'm going to be fasting on Saturdays if I have the day off to myself, which I usually do. Like, I know next week, or the week after that rather, I'm going to the Bruins game with Brian, my childhood best friend. He's got a ticket for the preseason game against the Rangers at 2 p.m. So I'll do Wes's show, then I'll just hop on into town and go hang with some friends and family. And it'll be nice. And I'm grateful for my friends and family. I really am. I'm grateful for everyone out there that watches this little show. And so your support, because we kind of need it right now. And so don't let YouTube take your channel away from us. You know what I mean? Let's stand up to them. We can't even stand up to the man. It's not a person. It's an AI looking for flag words, looking for transcripts, looking for things that just, that it thinks are red flags. And I'm still dumbfounded to what I said. But this is a similar song. I've heard this song from lots of different people. I've seen so many people on Twitter saying, my channel got deleted, my channel got deleted. This has to be an error. And do you think the AI cares? No, there are thousands more just like you. All right, God bless. Namaste. Good luck. We will see you with more videos. Ciao. Bye-bye.